my beautiful collective. Sorry, I'm in a lackadaisical mood today. So the one song that kept popping into my head as I was shuffling was a song by J.P. Sachs called Changed. I will connect the video here. I'm sorry guys, I'm going to try to do a better like comment section or more informative comment section, because I know I don't leave jack shit in the comments. And I should probably start doing that. So I'm going to leave the song and how to contact me if you'd like to contact me for a reading. Thank you for all the likes, shares, subscribes. On to the reading. Okay, let's get into prayer. Father God, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for another day not promised. Please help me to connect to the Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces collective. What do they need to know at this time? For a lot of you, if your heart is hurting randomly, or you feel like your heart literally has a headache, I know that sounds really weird, but that's the best way I can describe it. Or like your heart needs a Tylenol or an ibuprofen, that's because your heart chakra is growing right now. So if you're feeling any uncomfortable lessons in relationships, or like you need to find closure in something, or your love is growing, or your love is expanding in a different way. Maybe it's becoming unconditional love and you're learning to forgive yourself and other people. Either way, that's what I feel like the themes are going right now. All right, help me connect to the Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius collective. What do they need to know this time? Okay. So for a lot of you, you're ending a cycle right now, and learning that maybe the standards that you put yourself for in your life or in the progression of your life, you're ending that. Maybe you were living your life by other people's means or other people's opinions or what other people thought your life should be, but you're ending that cycle right now and learning that it's not up to other people what your purpose is, what your mission on this earth is. It's not up to the standards of others. It's up to you. And it always has been. And that's what you're recognizing. You're no longer giving energy to people that make you work harder and get no results. Let's see the Ten of Wands. Spirit, please clarify the Ten of Wands. Please clarify the Ten of Wands. I'm called to show you the card too. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry, I can't. I need to eat today. I haven't eaten yet. With the Ten of Wands reversed though, I feel like you're shedding a lot of this belief that you have to work hard or you need to be needed to be loved, if that makes any sense. Okay. So with the Ten of Wands reversed being clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, this is talking about possibly the loss. This feels like the past. This doesn't feel like a current energy that you're in. But maybe it took you a while to be okay with the fact that your life isn't meant to go the way that other people's lives are meant to go. Maybe you were measuring your insides by other people's outsides, and you're learning that that's no longer. With the King of Pentacles and the heartbreak next to the Ten of Swords, this could be you going through a spiritual awakening. This could be you realizing that life is not just about the physical. It's not just about the things that we have. It's about the feelings inside and what our soul is calling us to do. That may have been something that you would have laughed at 7 months ago or 6 months ago. And if not laughed at, maybe you didn't believe in it, or you thought that that wasn't possible. I feel for a lot of you, you've been in environments where you've been suppressed in some way, shape, or form. Like there's some kind of golden nugget within you, but you were never allowed to express it because of the people around you. And this could be multiple things. This could be like your eye for beauty. This could be wanting to start your own business. This could want to be becoming an intuitive healer. This could be your sexual orientation. This could be a lot of things, But you're seeing that you're tired of your life growing stagnant. You're tired of only relying on the physical things around you to bring you some kind of comfort. Yes, there is a delay in the plans, and yes, you may feel like your life is really stagnant right now, but that's so you can fully comprehend the gifts that are actually in front of you at this time. I'm feeling like the scariest part though is the unknown, is the like not knowing where things are going to result, because maybe the area that you're in, or maybe the group of friends that you're around, have made these decisions for generations. Maybe it goes back to their parents' parents and your parents and how you were raised. But either way, you're finding that there's a lot more to this life than just meets the eye. What other messages do we have? I feel like for a lot of you, if you were already spiritual, if you were already in the mindset where you were like, I didn't care about the material things, or that doesn't resonate with me, it could also be you getting deeper into your spirituality. Maybe looking into concepts that you laughed at previously, or thinking things are possible that weren't possible in the past, like starseeds. You know, something like that, something of that nature, where it wasn't something that you were attracted to until now. With the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, I'm going to have to get clarification on this. For some reason in my head when I'm looking at this card, I heard the balance of the mind and body. So some of you could be trying to look for clarity in something where someone, I see the Queen of Swords reversed here with the Ace of Swords reversed. So it's like, okay, this is a past relationship. This could be a current relationship that you're in. Not a current relationship that you're in, I'm sorry. This could be a person that's from the past. Like, I'm thinking you guys broke up relatively recently, like within the last year or so, maybe 2 years. But either way, it's like I'm seeing that either you're wanting to get closure from this person, or conversation or reconciliation, but there's no clear path. There's no clear way to get there. Let's keep going. What's the advice on what's the advice on how to move forward from that? Because that just feels very like you don't know what to do. You feel powerless, like it's out of your hands almost. What's the advice, Spirit? Okay. Four of Cups reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Pentacles talks about doing something, doing a whole bunch of work without seeing a reward. With the Ace of Wands, I'm feeling like this isn't just the only stagnant energy in your life. You feel like, some of you feel like you need to get into reality. Like maybe you're daydreaming about this and you're trying really hard to suppress it, or you're trying really hard not to say anything. But the thing is that if you don't do any action, you're just going to keep feeling this cyclical, like you're stuck in some kind of bubble. Let's get clarification on the Four of Cups. Spirit, please clarify the Four of Cups. Yeah, okay. So the Four of Cups reversed talks about getting into reality and communicating what you need and letting this relationship evolve. Whether that be with a mother, whether that be with an ex, whether that be with someone, with the Empress, this could possibly be someone that you have children with, the mother of your children, or this could be your actual mother. But either way, keeping it to yourself is only keeping you more stagnant, is only making you do more work, because you're trying to do everything around it. You're not trying to solve the actual situation that's right in front of your face. I know some of you probably want to punch me. I'd want to punch me too. I've had to do this. It sucks. I know. With the Ace of Wands and the Lovers, with the Three of Pentacles, this is talking about going over all of the times that both of you weren't cooperating, or all the times that you weren't cooperating. You're blocking yourself from different pathways because you're not finding closure within yourself. Mind you, this is not for the other person. I mean, it is for the other person. It's a karmic thing, blah, blah, blah. But looking past that, this is for you. I'm tempted to say a story. I'm going to say it. All right. So, and I don't like this. All right. This is not the kind of victory that I want or I wanted, but I had a boyfriend who was very close to me. He felt very karmic. It was definitely a past life relationship. This was in my early 20s. And I always felt that there was this connection with us, but the problem was that he had narcissistic tendencies at the time. He could have changed by now, mind you. But while we were in the relationship, I didn't have any sense of self-worth. I didn't have any sense of what I wanted or what I needed. I just thought I had to follow along kind of thing because I was so young and I believed what he told me. You know, there were a lot of things that were said in that contentious relationship that just made me feel like an absolute pile of garbage. And finally, after 2.5 years, I got the balls to leave. I didn't do it in the best way. I didn't leave in the best way, but it was like we were so enmeshed with each other. I knew that I was going to have to get him where it hurt so that he wouldn't come back. So that's what happened. And then when we broke up, he called me crazy. He texted me constantly and was like, you're a basket case, just like your mom. Blah, blah, blah. Anywhere he could have gotten me that hurt, he tried to get me. I knew exactly what he was doing, so I didn't respond to any of the text messages, right? 2 years goes by. We still have the same circle of friends, so we see each other somewhat, but not really. And when I do see him, I pretend like he doesn't exist. I never acknowledged him in that 2 years, and that wasn't because I was trying to be a bitch. It was because I was trying to heal. I was trying to move forward and think about someone else. And I just didn't feel like it was fair. And the way that I left wasn't in the best light, so I was like, whatever. Anyways, I wasn't necessarily looking for justice outside of towards him, you know? I mean, it hurt really bad. He completely ruined my reputation with those friends. They had to learn for themselves that I wasn't what he was saying I was, and that took about 2 years, you know, because I'm stubborn and I'm not gonna try to fabricate some story or make something. I'm not going to chase my reputation. That's basically the way I felt at the time. And so anyways, 2 years later rolls around and we have a big party for the holidays and he's invited, and I don't think about it. He's at my house, but he's with other people and there's so many people at that party. All of a sudden at the end of the party, mind you, we haven't talked to each other for 2 years. I haven't even looked him square in the eye for 2 years. And he came and hugged me, and it was like the most shocking thing ever, you know, when he did that, because there was no want to be in a relationship at that point. And he had hated me so much and had slandered my name. I was like, why are you talking to me? Why do you even give a shit about me, you know? He ended up writing me a letter on Facebook Messenger back in the day. And then he ended up coming to the house and we had a talk of closure, like an actual adult conversation of closure and what happened in the relationship. And I wasn't even searching for that. And I can guarantee you, I had fun in those 2 years. It wasn't like I was feeling stagnant or anything like that. I actually felt better. I felt like I released something and I was gaining my own self-confidence at that time. But when he did that, he ended up meeting the person that he was going to marry within 6 months. And that has stuck in my head. Not to say that I was happy for him. I'm still happy for him. It's great and everything's fine. But my point to this story is that I feel like his life was stagnant until he decided to reach closer with me. It was because he was suppressing those feelings of anger, of loss, of isolation, of feeling abandoned. He had to heal that first before he met the love of his life, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. When I say how important closure is, that's the story that sticks through my mind every single time. Nor am I saying I was in the right or anything like that. But it was when I was not thinking about justice, I was thinking about the lessons that I had learned in that relationship and taking accountability for what I did and what I allowed to happen. Things began to progress in my life, you know. And then from there, ooh, you hear that car alarm? I hope that's not my car. I don't think it's my car. Anyways, I apologize about that alarm. But basically what Spirit is trying to say is that, boom, what Spirit is trying to say is that forgiveness is the key. And it's not about how shitty the other person was or how shitty you are or whatever happened. I bet you that that conversation would go well. I bet you that that other person would be receptive to what you have to say, but you have to take a chance. You have to be able to give. You have to let yourself surrender to what is and be okay. And know that no matter how that conversation goes, it's closure for you. It's closure for your life so that you can move forward into what you need to. I got the Five of Pentacles, Divine Wisdom, and Moonchild. So this is talking about listening to the person within yourself. The person within yourself. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Listen to your soul. Listen to what's going on in here. What is activating right now? Are you anxious, incredibly anxious, feeling like things aren't going to change or things aren't going to move? Seek within. Go on a new adventure. You are worthy of this new adventure. You are worthy of growth. I also feel like another thing that keeps you stagnant is the fact that you don't feel like you would find anything, or you don't feel like you would be good enough for anything. And that's not even close to the truth. Not even close to the truth. You've always been worthy. You've always been worthy of whatever story you're trying to find. All it takes is the courage to get there. Fear is a mile wide and paper thin. You just have to walk through it. I promise you, my friend. That's why you're reaching this point of stagnancy. That's why you're reaching this point of feeling like you're isolated. Maybe possibly some of you are having friendships that are crumbling around you, or you're having a different perspective of the people around you while you're needing to change. Understanding the influence that they are making in your life. Okay, I'm going to give advice and then I'm out of here for the day. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius. What does Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius need guidance on? Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius. Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius. What do they need guidance on? Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius. Cancer, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Don't judge my nails. Just kidding. All right, 68. Some of the most sacred, this is for you, Cancer, some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are being called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks wide open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going through somewhere sacred. It will all be worth it, and you're closer than you think. And Pisces, no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. I feel like this is talking about being in a period of contemplation. Pisces, you are being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent, aligned 100% yes. Often, when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance within itself. We all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to reintegrate the new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes, when the time is right, will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest. To take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom, and you will have the reserves, space, and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. And Aquarius, play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I'm sure you guys also want to punch me in the face for that one, but whatever. All right. Just kidding. Play. 74. Aquarius, stop taking life so seriously. Your spirit needs to have some fun. The more you play, the more inspiration will follow. Take some time out to do something without being attached to the outcome. You are being called to rest and play and learn to have more fun. Do something that makes you laugh, the best medicine around. Call up a friend that you can be silly with. Take your inner child on a date. The more you switch off your mind, the more room for your spirit has to whisper and guide. When we do things without being attached to the outcome, ideas, clarity, guidance, and solutions have the space to drop in. The left and right hemispheres of the brain can begin talking to each other. Make play a compulsory part of your day. Schedule it. Spend more time doing things just because you love to do them, just because they bring you joy and light you up. If you follow what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. For when you are lit up, you are in your spirit, and when you are in your spirit, you fall into flow with life. How do you play? What do you do to have fun? What lights you up? If you have been working hard lately, it's time to celebrate how far you have come, all that you've achieved. Don't rush on to the next thing. Take a moment to throw a party, go on a vacation, or have some fun. Okay, my loves, until next time, I hope you enjoyed the read or even half resonated. I love all of you. Until next time, bye.